Okay, I muted everybody. Mr. Cannon, are you keyed up or no? No. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yep. All right. I'd like to welcome everybody. At this time, our young men of our Petersburg Kappa League program will take over the program. Xavier, you're up,
I'm
buddy.
here. I'm
All
here.
right.
Okay. You hear me?
Turn your screen on, please, sir. I need everybody to have the screens on. All right.
You
Thank
can see
you.
me? Okay.
You just cut it off.
All right. Welcome, brothers, family, friends, and inductees. My name is Xavier Walker, and I would like to take this time to congratulate and welcome all of you young men that was chosen to be a part of the Petersburg Kappa League. And welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up, we'll have our president's remarks from our president, Mr. Cornell Prince.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Cornell Prince. I go to Matoga High School, and I'm the Petersburg chapter president. Um, my words of remarks is congratulations and learn everything as much as possible that these mentors have taught will teach you. Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have Mr. Kelvin Melton, who will bring recognition for our current Kappa Leaguers.
Good afternoon. My name is Kelvin Milton, and I would like to take a moment to recognize our former and current Kappa Leaguers and their families who has joined us today. We appreciate your time and support in welcoming our incoming Kappa Leaguers. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelvin. At this time, we will begin the process of inducting our new Kappa League members. The Kappa Youth Leadership and Development League is a program designed to aid young men and grow and develop their leadership talents in every field of human endeavor. This national initiative, commonly referred to as Kappa League, is a program for the educational, occupational, and social guidance of male students in grades 6 through 12. Since the fundamental purpose of Kappa Alpha Psi is achievement, it is therefore the fraternity's primary purpose to help our young men achieve worthy goals for themselves and make constructive contributions to their community when they assume leadership roles. To the prospective candidates of Petersburg Kappa League, parents, guests, and members of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated here assembled, we are gathered to induct 23 young men who, by their presence today, are dedicating themselves to developing their leadership skills and ability.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, who seeks membership into the Kappa Youth League Development.
Let me pull this up and we will.
I do.
I do.
Just a moment, guys. I've got to pull the screen up here. All right. So we have Lamont Richardson, Christian Philpott, Traylon Braxton, Donovan Towns, Alex Fitzhugh, Deshaun Lassiter,
I do.
Mitchell Nichols Jr., Rakim Morton, Adrian Williams, Devin Anderson, Kenneth Hurt, Jaden Little, Tamari Mason, Takari Mason, Corey Abraham, Jaden Lee, DeAndre Tucker, Isaiah Amanzia, Joshua Amanzia, Trenton Graham, Tristan Hollins, Houston Hopkins, Theo Schaefer. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Christopher Parham. He is our Academic Excellence Awardee for this year and Semper Fidelis All-American and a proud member of the Dinwiddie football team for Dinwiddie High School.
Thank you, sir. The purpose of Kappa League is to promote and develop the leadership potential of its members through participation in club-oriented activities and at the same time motivate them to raise their aspiration level. Members in Kappa League are asked to understand and display the following characteristics. Humility, the state of quality of being modest of mind or spirit, demonstrated by the use of sir, please, and no thank you. Deference, the yielding in wishes with courtesy and respect demonstrated by maintaining discipline of mind and body. Unity, the being together as one for a common cause. Discipline, the training to develop self-control, character, and orderliness and efficiency, demonstrated by not losing one's temper and effective organization of one's time. Awareness, being informed or cognizant of something through alertness and observing or interpreting what one sees, hears, or feels, demonstrated by creating, planning, executing, and reporting ideas. At this time, I would like to ask all aspiring Kappa Leaguers to unmute their microphones. Do you understand these qualities?
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do. I do. I do.
I now present these candidates for membership into Kappa League.
In every aspect of our lives, we are rewarded for the efforts we put forth. In our careers by promotion or advancement, in politics by winning success, in sports by triumph, and in the care of our bodies by good health and long life. At this point, the president will explain the Kappa League symbols.
The colors of Kappa League are burgundy and gold. The official logo is the fist clenching lightning bolt, signifying the harnessing of energy, man recognizing the force and the value of energy generated by lightning and set out to harness the same. The exercises of Kappa League will develop young men who will be able to handle leadership responsibilities when the role of leadership becomes your duty. The shield is a crest-shaped bearing the letters K and L below the words Kappa League. The shield is also decorated with a diploma representing academics and a fist-clenching lightning bolts, again signifying the harnessing of energy. Also depicted are the 7 essential phases of youth leadership development. Phase 1, self-identity. Phase 2, training for leadership. Phase 3, competition. Phase 4, social development. Phase 5, health education. Phase 6, economic empowerment and education. Phase 7, college and career.
I would now like to introduce Kappa Leaguer Cameron Whitney, recipient of our 2020 Kappa League Middle School Emergent Leader Award, who will administer the Kappa League pledge.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Kappa Leaguer and members, please repeat after me. I pledge that as a member of this Kappa League,
I pledge that as a member of
As a member of Kappa League,
I pledge as a member of the Kappa League.
I will faithfully and truly
I will faithfully and truly
perform to the best of my ability
Perform
to the best of my
of my
ability.
ability
the duties and responsibilities
And responsibilities.
uphold the objectives
uphold the objectives
of good leadership development.
Leadership development.
I didn't hear it, so I don't
No
know.
good leadership development.
by the power vested in me as an advisor to Kappa League and implementation of Guide Right, the National Service Program of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, I officially welcome you to Kappa League. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Good job, fellas.
At this time, I will ask
Congratulations.
Christopher Parham to go over our code of conduct for Kappa League.
Yes, sir. Kappa League members are expected to adhere to good order and discipline of the organization. Understand that Kappa League is an elite organization within the Guide Right program of Kappa League Alpha Psi Fraternity, consisting of only select individuals in grades 6 through 12 that have met expectations to become a member. Understand that behavior in schools, homes, and your community must represent this elite organization. The mentors of Kappa League are well known in the community, are in constant communication with teachers, coaches, parents, and community leaders, and can get feedback on us at any time. So you must represent at all times. Understand that misbehavior, inactions, unbecoming of a Kappa Leaguer can result in expulsion from the program. So please represent the program well.
It is an honor and privilege to introduce today's keynote speaker, Mr. Derek Johnson. Mr. Derek Johnson is a product of the inner city of Southern California. He is a husband, a father, a scholar, an educator, a change agent, and a youth advocate. His extensive knowledge and passion for the youth has changed the lives of many children from California to Ohio to Virginia. His complete bio has been emailed to everyone and is also attached in the chat. Please put your hands together and welcome our keynote speaker for today, Mr. Derek Johnson.
All right, thank you, thank you. When I first got this opportunity, I want to thank everybody for coming out, spending some time with us on this Sunday, wet Sunday. So thank you, parents, for allowing you to do so. When I received this invite to be the keynote speaker from Brother Johnson, I was kind of shook, as y'all say, because I was wondering why me. He couldn't find anybody else, and I guess I was the last resort. So I accepted it, and I usually ask the question why, but I didn't. I knew the question was going to come up, the answer is going to come up to the question. And basically he said, the reason I chose you was because that you are in the mud, you are in the trenches with the kids, with the students. And I use that term endearment close to the vest because I have dedicated my life and my time to working with young folks. I first started working at a detention center in Ohio, outside of Kent State University. In this detention center was co-ed. And there was a young lady in there who was detained for stabbing her friend's grandmother 14 times. Not only did the grandmother live, but the grandmother found the kindness in her heart to still visit the young lady while she was in prison or while she was in detention. So in detention, I started looking at a lot of files, and I realized the correlation between students with disabilities, special education, incarceration rate. And so from that moment on, I made it my duty to serve young folks and try to keep them out of the criminal justice system. So leaving that job, and it seemed like every job I had, and we have a running joke, you know, as the Black man, any job that you don't want to do, you give it to a Black man, because usually the job is tough, the environment is rough, and it's a toxic environment. So any job I've taken on since then, it was a disruption. It was toxic. It was nobody else wanted it. And I'm looking at that now. How does that applicable to our times? Right now, your lives have been disrupted. There's a sense of a new norm right now, and ball players have been halted. Usually you are in gearing up for the playoffs. Y'all haven't even started yet. You are visiting, you're going into school, a normal classroom. That is not happening. And so right now there's a disruption, but out of disruption, there's an opportunity for change. And that's what I'm going to speak of today, as about disruption is an opportunity for change, because right now there's a disruption going on. And when I took on these positions, the first thing I had to realize is have my mind right, my mindset, and a positive versus negative mindset. The positive mindset will always overcome the negative. What I mean by positive, I don't mean laughing and giggling, walking around with a smile on your face, but understand that you were hired for a purpose, and there's a positive outlook on everything you do. So the first thing is the mindset. You got to have a positive mindset. My next slide here is, how do you know if you have a positive mindset? Well, the thing is there is a, I don't know if I can see my second slide. There it is. Okay, y'all got it now. All right, I don't know if you have seen this analogy, but the glass is half full. They say that folks who are pessimistic will see this glass as half empty. All right, folks who are positive, they will see it half full. So there's your first check on what kind of leader you're going to be, because right now there's a major shift going on. Not a bad shift, in my opinion. It's an opportunity for change. And it all starts with leadership. So your mindset is going to be the very first indicator of what kind of leader you're going to be. Are you going to be optimistic or pessimistic leader? So I have right now in this environment, there are 5 ways that leadership must change. And I give kudos to Brother Scott, because he's on it with this communication thing. So the first way is develop a can-do and optimistic mindset we talked about. Are you a half full mentality, or do you have a B attitude? What I mean, are you being a positive person? Are you a B attitude? Are you about that business? Do you have a can-do mentality, or are you a half empty type of person? If you are a half empty or half glass empty person, then that is something you're going to have to work on even before you decide to step into the leadership role. All right. Number 2, establish a planned routine, whether it's daily, weekly, organizational. Once you get in corporate America, they have a thing called standard operating procedure. All right. So establish a plan. To be honest, when this lockdown pandemic first started, it was hurting, because usually I hit the weight room 4 or 5 times a week. I got off my plan. I'm sitting in the house and I couldn't get it going, but I had to get to a plan. And so what I've done is I have equipment in my garage. I'm working out 2 or 3 times a week if I can in there. The other thing is this bow tie thing. I've been wearing a bow tie for about the last 10, 12 years. It was superintendent of Chesterfield Schools back in the day. They called him Bow Tie Bosher. And I said, whenever I ever get my money right, I'm going to make sure I wear my bow ties like Dr. Bosher. And so having said that, I still wear bow ties every day to school, even virtually, because that was part of my routine. My routine is Sunday. As soon as I get done with this, I break out the ironing board and I iron my clothes for the entire week, because I want to stay on my plan. I want to stay on my routine. All right. So you got to have a routine. You got to stick to a plan. A simple plan as walking the neighborhood, or cleaning your room, or helping your mother out. You have to have a plan. Some can be an hourly plan. It can be a daily plan. It can be a weekly plan, but you got to stay organized. All right. Number 3, use openness and transparency to create accountability. That's a big word, transparency. Basically, A says open door policy, and you got to be somewhat vulnerable. When you're transparent to somebody, you're being your authentic self. You're not being two-faced. You're not having a split personality. You are who you are, and you're presenting your authentic place. There's nothing worse than calling a parent. I'm calling up parents' home about a kid acting a fool in class, and the first thing the mama says, well, he don't act like this at home. That person's not being transparent, because you're supposed to be the same person at home that you are at school. If not, you're not being your authentic self. As a leader, you want to have an open door policy. What does that mean? You want to be approachable. All right, so that means your mouthpiece has got to be right. That means you got to be able to communicate with people. And probably the biggest thing a lot of leaders struggle with is that last part of being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is basically you're being humble enough that you're opening yourself up. And when you open yourself up, sometimes when you're being vulnerable, you can be hurt. But that's the part about being a transparent leader. All right. The greatest leaders I've been around were transparent. They are what you see what you get. All right. You see what you get, and being vulnerable. Sometimes it hurts, but to be an effective leader, it helps. Number 4, effective communication. This is what I give brother Scott Johnson all the kudos, because he is an effective communicator. If we get about 4 or 5 emails a day, and we got to check the yes and no box. So you got to be not just on digital platforms, but are you able to express yourself when you're speaking to someone? Okay. Can you talk? Are you able to articulate? All right. Inter and interpersonal skills. Those are terms. If you want to take a picture of the screen, go for it. These are terms. If you want to be a dynamite leader, these are terms that you need to probably start understanding before you go on this leadership role. Interpersonal skills are skills in between yourself, how you are with yourself, how do you move? Are you very in tune with yourself? If you know you're not a leader, is someone forcing you to be a leader, or is it all about your intra between other people? How's your communication skills? How are your skills when you're dealing with other people? Emotional intelligence is another fancy corporate word. Emotional intelligence, are your emotions intact to handle the load? Are you the type of person that receives feedback? Are you the type of person who receives constructive criticism? If you ask and know those questions, then you're going to have to go back and adjust your mindset, because when you are a leader, you're going to be up for scrutiny. All right. And don't let your emotions get the best of you. All right. Number 5, and I think is the most important part about being a leader, is identify areas of opportunities for your team members, areas of opportunities to grow. The best leaders are the ones that transform the people unto them to become leaders. I got into coaching to basically build up young men. In doing so, I was making my friends the last 20 years when I was coaching. I got guys now that are coaching. I got guys in the NFL that I coached that play in the NFL, and now they are my colleagues. Yeah, I coached them 10, 15 years ago, but they're fathers and things of that nature. So when I did have the opportunity to coach with them, my mindset was, I'm going to teach this young man and mold this young man so that we can be counterparts and colleagues down the road. Your job as a leader is to uplift, empower, and transform people. That's your duty as a leader. All right. A couple more slides. An example of leadership models. The very first one, servant leadership. I had no idea what servant leadership was until maybe like 10 years ago, but I always was a servant leader. What it is, a servant leader is a leader philosophy in which the main goal is the leader is, let's get this out the way. All right, there it is. All right, there you go. All right, servant leadership is a leadership philosophy in which the main goal of the leader is to serve. This is different from traditional leadership, where the leader's main focus is thriving of their company or organization. They call that the bottom line. So as a servant leader, and my role as an educator, I'm in the perfect position because I'm serving the youth. I'm serving the families. I'm serving the community. All right, I'm a servant leader. I put everybody first. And I think that's probably almost to a default that I put other people first, but that is the trials and tribulations of being a servant leader. Transformational leadership was something that I also was participating in, but didn't know the actual title. Transformational leadership is a leadership style in which leaders encourage, inspire, and motivate employees and innovate and create change that will help grow and shape the future success of the company. Well, my company was my football teams. And I can honestly say every program that I coached and left, probably except the one in my 20-year career, I would say every program that I coached, I left in a better place and I obtained it. And that's how you know you're a great leader. Can you leave it in better shape than you inherited? And I can say, yes, I did, with an asterisk. Okay. So that is the future. You're trying to mold people to become better people. Normative leadership, ironically, is something that I learned at a football clinic, coaching clinic, back in, I think this had to be 2007, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Nike coaching clinic, normative leadership. The dude was on the roster. I want to learn about leadership, no more X's and O's. And this dude was an author selling his book on normative leadership. And I stepped in. And based on his model, I was able to use this and apply it to my football programs. And it says normal leadership theories and contrasts tell leaders how they ought to act. Their theories are explicitly built on moral principles or norms. And the whole point of studying leadership is to answer the question, what is a good leader? What is good leadership? And his whole thing was, he had this 20-60-20 rule thing. And I got to share it with you because it was dynamite. It was a dynamite. It's dynamite. So I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can. It's going to come up. All right, 20-60-20 rule. They say you have, in any kind of organization, you have 20% up top, your go-getters, your positive. You got 20% at the bottom, the people that just don't want to do. They may not like you. They might not like your philosophy. That's at the bottom. In the middle, you got 60% of the people you can actually influence. Now, you look at that, and I asked a question, a rhetorical question, you can put it in the chat, but what do you think is the most important group of this 20-60-20 rule? You can put it in the chat, you can unmute yourself. What do you think is the most important of that 20-60-20 rule? What is the most important group? You say what?
The middle.
The middle. The middle, he's absolutely right, is the middle, because that's your largest number of people plus the influencers. So when I got a coaching job, the first thing I did, I interviewed every person, every football player of grade 10 and 12, interviewed them to find what their mind was about. So after I interviewed them, I put them in the 20-60-20. You are a leader, you moldable, or you at the bottom. And once I identified my leaders were kind of set free. I just tell them to do something and they'll do it. Then I told my leaders, much like we're doing Kappa League, you got to work on this 60% and you got to bring somebody on up. And so now we bringing the 60 up to the top 20. Now the negative folks, they're like, well, I want to move too. So they eventually get into the 60%. I don't even focus on the bottom 20% when I get a new position. I don't focus on them because they're going to eventually move. They're going to move or they're going to get out the way. All right. So 20-60-20 rule is something that I thoroughly enjoy, and it was part of my success as a coach. The last one is transactional leadership. I put it at the bottom because personally, it's my least favorite type of leadership, but I got to address them all. Now, the transactional leader is someone who values order and structure. This style depends on self-motivated people who work well in structured, direct environments. Now, I did a Bible study back in 2010, and we learned transactional versus transitional leadership and transformational versus transactional leadership in the inside coaching. And I realized a lot of my bad football coaches were transactional leaders. Those are the yellers, the screamers, the beraters, call you out the name. All they wanted to care about was winning and losing. If that's you, that's you. That's that Wolf of Wall Street. That's that I don't care about nothing. Just give me that money. I don't care who I step on. If that's you, that's great. That ain't me. Transactional leadership works well with police departments, military, and coaching. So if that is you, that's all you. It's just not my favorite. So my favorites, the first three, that's why I had them three: servant, transformational, normative leadership. Those are my styles. I had to put transactional styles on there. Those are the leaderships. Those are the leadership type of models. They're more out there, but if this is something you really want to get into in this leadership thing, then the sky's the limit. My time is just about up. I have my last slide up there. If you want to get in contact with me, I'm always encouraging the young brothers to email me. get in contact. Let's follow each other. So I have my email address up there. I'm also on Twitter as well, DL Johnson 1911. Come see me on Twitter. And once again, welcome all the new Kappa League inductees. Thank you very much.
Let's give Mr. Johnson a round of applause. Thank you, sir. No, you want the finger snaps. All right. At this time, we're going to have closing remarks from two individuals. One will be from Mr. Cameron Whitney, and then we will have closing remarks from our Vice President, Mr. Alvin Cannon, and then we'll have a Q&A session.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. So in conclusion, Kappa League is a great place to be. It'll help you in so many ways. I know it's already helped me, and it's only been a few months and weeks at best, and I've learned so much. It's helped me make more friends. I've grown so much. I'm taking more leadership actions, and it's got me through so many places. And it's only been a few weeks, as I said earlier. So, and all of these young Black men will go through the same thing as I have, and it will be a great road. Thank you.
Outstanding, Cameron. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
good. Good. I'm Mr. Alvin Cannon. I'm the Vice President, Petersburg Alumni, Chapter Virginia, Kappa Alpha Psi. I want y'all to do one thing real quick. Unmute your phones. Unmute your computers real quick. Let me know when everybody's unmuted. Okay. Mr. Derek Johnson was talking about a couple types of leaderships. We're going to do the transformational and we're going to do the transactional. First of all, I want y'all to count after me. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do a big congratulations to our 23 new inductees. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right, let's try it again. So now I'm going to do the transactional. A little structure. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Outstanding. Y'all can mute your phones back. Cameron, thank you for your great speech for the new kids and me. I apologize because early on I could not get the system to actually give me an opportunity to do the welcome, and so I'm doing the closing. But what I want to tell you is, you are now part of an elite organization. You are one of the few, and so I'm old school, and so I'm all motivated. So parents, don't laugh at me. But y'all remember, the McFadden and Whitehead? It ain't no stopping us now. You remember that song? You know, we're on the move. It ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove. Y'all remember that? I know some of y'all are smiling. Now, if you look at some of those lyrics, what they're actually talking about is some of the things that we're doing currently today. It'll tell you there's been a lot of things that held us down in the past. Then also it goes and said, but things are finally coming around. Guess who that is? That is the new leadership. That's y'all. That is y'all. And I'm excited. And it says we have a long, long way to go. Therefore, the younger ones in the group will end up being the president, vice president, such as myself, in these organizations. So I'm pretty excited. I'm excited that we have 23 new inductees, as now new Kappa Leaguers. You got great leadership with your president and your vice president and your actual board members, and also with the hands-on with Mr. Johnson, and also I will never forget Mr. Wigglesworth and the committee as such. We will actually embrace you and give you all of the things, the pinnacles that you need to move forward. I want to say for our president, Mr. Fletcher, he could not be here today. Some things took place in his family, unfortunately, that's going to cause him not to be here. My heart goes out to him and his family currently right now. So I'm the filler. But I want to say again, congratulations. In my closing remarks, I'm extremely excited. You guys don't have no idea, but again, you are now with the elite. You're representing Kappa Leaguers. So going forward, certain things that you used to do, you now have a entourage of brothers that will actually talk to you and tell you some things that you need to do better with the support of your parents. And I'm excited. I looked up and I saw 86 participants. And that's where it's more than that because you got 2 and 3 on one phone. So that is huge. And so again, I'm excited. Parents, we got you. We got you. We got your babies. We're gonna make sure that these young men, will be okay. The babies meaning for the mothers, for the guys, for the fathers. We got your little man. We got him. And you heard Cameron tell his story about the short period of time and things that he's learned. So believe us, we actually gonna take that next level. And so, Brother Johnson, I won't tarry long, but I wanted to kind of say congratulations to you guys. Thank you all for yelling out congratulations. We normally, beyond the pandemic, you would see an entourage of applause and hugs and high fives and stuff of that nature. But because of that, I wanted to kind of give us a big shout out from all of us. We're very proud of you and what you're doing. Get in your chat and congratulate everybody. Let everybody know that they've done a big step forward today. It's huge. Brother Johnson, I won't go further. I'm about to lose my voice, but I want to say again, thank you and congratulations to all.
All right. Thank you very much. Xavier, are you still on? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm still on.
At this time, the Kappa League Secretary, Xavier, will go over the schedule, the calendar for the year. So I'm going to give me a second. Let me pull this up. That's not the one I wanted. Good stuff. Everybody see?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Logo.
I'm on. I'm ready.
Okay.
If
It's all
everybody,
yours, Xavier.
okay. So October 25th, first I want to start off saying congratulations to all. This year through COVID, we're gonna be virtual through until January, but October 2020, the first thing we had is Kappa League induction ceremony. Then we have the Common Black College application. That's October 14th. And then we have the Kappa League General meeting. That's for all because we have a board that we're going to discuss many things with y'all. And we have a college, Benedictine College is going to be talking to us virtually on October 20th. Technology Tuesdays is on October 27th. And Guide Right Fall Virtual College will be on October 31st. Next. Okay, November 2020. Kappa League Executive Meeting is November 11th. Graduating Seniors Meeting is November 2nd. Noviance is November 5th. Phase 1, that's the first phase, self-identity, is November 14th. National Kappa League Monthly Meeting is November 14th. Virtual College Tour is November 17th. Kappa League General Body Meeting is November 21st, and Technology Tuesdays is November 24th. December 2020, Noviance will be December 3rd. Kappa League Executive Board will be December 6th. Graduating Seniors will be December 7th. Phase 2, Training for Leadership, will be December 12th. National Kappa League monthly meeting will be November 12th. Virtual college tour will be December 15th. Kappa League general body meeting will be December 19th. And Technology Tuesdays will be December 22nd. January 2021. Kappa League Executive Board meeting. That's January 3rd. Graduating seniors meeting is January 4th. Noviance is January 7th. Phase 3 is competition. That's January 9th. National Kappa League monthly meeting will be January 9th. Kappa League general body meeting will be January 16th. The virtual college tour will be January 19th. And Technology Tuesdays will be January 26th. February 2021. Graduate seniors will meeting February 1st. Noviance is February 4th. Black History breakfast February 6th. Catholic Executive Board meeting February 7th. Phase 4 Social Development February 13th. National Catholic monthly meeting February 13th. Virtual college tour February 16th. Catholic general body meeting February 20th. Hour-a-thon fundraiser February 21st. Technology Tuesday February 23rd. March 2021, Women's History Month, a celebration of women, will be from March 1st to the 3rd. Graduate Students meeting will be March 1st. Noviance will be March 4th. God Right Virtual Spring Cultural will be March 6th. Catholic Executive Board meeting will be March 7th. Phase 5 Health Education will be March 13th. National Catholic monthly meeting would be March 13th. Virtual college tour would be March 16th. Another virtual college tour would be March 19th. Catholic general body meeting would be March 20th, and Technology Tuesdays would be March 23rd. April 21st, Noviance would be April 1st. Catholic Executive Board will be April 4th. Graduating seniors meeting will be April 5th. Basic Economic Empowerment and Education will be April 10th. National Catholic monthly meeting will be April 10th. Catholic general body meeting will be April 17th. Virtual college tour will be April 20th. Pat Catholic retreat will be April 24th, and Technology Tuesdays will be April 27th. May 2021, Kappa League Executive Board meeting will be May 2nd. Graduating seniors meeting, May 3rd. Noviance, May 6th. Phase 7, college and career, May 8th. National Kappa League meeting, May 8th. Kappa League general body meeting, May 15th. Virtual college tour, May 18th. College Signing Day Award Ceremony, June 5th, 2021. And that concludes the schedule.
All right. At this time, we will answer any questions from parents or Kappa Leaguers, newly inducted Kappa Leaguers.
Any questions? Hello?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
The graduating seniors meeting, is that for like high school seniors or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. That will be for high school seniors. In the seniors meeting, we actually meet with our high schoolers. Last year we met with high schoolers and their parents. Again, this year, like I told the guys, it's up to them. But for our high schoolers, we look for a lot more responsibility out of you guys than we do with our middle schoolers. So especially for our graduating seniors. So during those meetings, we try to make sure that you're on track for everything that you need to do based on the career track and the college track that you all are deciding to take.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. First of all, congratulations, young men. And then I had a question. Can you just give us a little bit more information or background on what Naviance is?
So Naviance is a college preparatory program that the school system uses it, but we have a different version than they do. Ours is very detailed oriented. So with the Naviance program, the kids will be inputting career information, information about themselves and what they want to do. So what that will do is create a Naviance profile for them. So once we have their profile established, then we start inputting data such as test scores, assessment tests. So also with our Naviance program, everybody is entitled to free ACT, SAT, and PSAT learning. So you don't have to go out and spend money for SAT prep courses, because that's free with our Naviance program that we have. Our National Kappa Foundation pays for that for all of our Kappa leaguers across the country. So it's something that they'll have a task that it may be create your resume. And inside of their profile, it will generate a resume for them. Now, the other side to that is we have colleges that look at Naviance profiles, and you will start receiving emails and letters from colleges. We've seen some kids as early as 8th grade that they've been getting letters from some of the universities. But these were some very extreme individual young men. But that's something every month we'll be working on with them. It keeps them on track. That program really keeps them on track. Does that give you enough information?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes.
What does the Technology Tuesday consist of?
Technology Tuesday, we will have different individuals from the STEM sector that will be discussing career opportunities and what you all need to do to prepare yourselves for STEM related career fields. And we'll also have some interactive STEM events that we will be doing as well. But so many of you all have expressed interest in STEM related fields. So we want to make sure that we harness that and give you all as many resources as possible to make sure that you all can tap into, whether it be internships, volunteer work with different STEM organizations. You'll have a different speaker every month that will be talking about STEM careers.
Brother Johnson, for those who don't know what STEM is, could you elaborate?
Oh, I'm sorry. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And I always like to add the A for arts and agriculture as well to make it STEAM. But everybody's not familiar with STEAM. Most are familiar with STEM. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does everybody attend the college signing day, or is it just the high schoolers?
Oh no, everybody. So in Kappa League, we support each other for everything that we do. Whether you're in middle school or high school, we always support each other. That's one thing that you all will learn. Your high schoolers are actually going to end up mentoring you whether you realize it or not. And some of you all will be mentoring high schoolers whether they realize it or not.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon. I have a quick question.
I was just getting ready to see if you were still on.
I understand that everything is going to be virtual, but
yes.
For our graduating seniors, will there be any chance, being that some of the colleges and universities are opening back up, will there be any chance that they'll be able to actually go on campus and check out any of the campuses available?
So before I answer that, I think you should introduce yourself to everybody so everybody knows who's speaking.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Cameron Isaiah Jarman. I am a senior at Virginia State University, criminal justice major. I was the first ever president of Kappa League back in 2017. And now I'm still around trying to, meet the new younger brothers and mentor them, as well as get to know the future inductees that will be, of course, attending Virginia State University.
All right. To answer your question, right now, the guidance that we are following under is until December 31st, everything will be virtual. At that time, we'll find out what we can do and what we can't do. Me personally, I'm leaning towards this whole year of being virtual because I don't take chances with people's kids' lives. So that's why every month we're having a virtual college tour. So we have a different university coming on every month, starting this month. And we have two major college fairs. One will be at the end of October and one will be in March. So in October, we have 7 universities. In March, so far, we have 12 universities that want to participate. So I'm erring on the side of caution as far as in-person anything at this moment. And speaking of that, you all will get an email for a pickup day. So now that we've had the induction ceremony, we will order all of the paraphernalia for all the Kappa Leaguers. Some of our Kappa Leaguers last year, I don't think they got their sweaters, but we'll be putting together a paraphernalia pickup day once everything comes back, and you all be on the lookout for that. So you'll get your sweatshirts, your t-shirts, your sweaters, and your ties. Any more questions? All right.
The new logo.
Oh, so yes, this is the new Petersburg Kappa League logo. So I'm going to go over this so the Kappa Leaguers understand. The 7 stars that you see at the top of the logo represent the 7 phases. And of course, your K and your L is your Kappa League. So you'll see that our mantra is leadership. That's what we're all about, is developing our future leaders. You see the diploma. One of our goals for our program is 100% high school graduation. And so far we have hit that goal, and we intend to continue to do that, as well as college graduation for all of those who have gone on to college. So the lightning bolts that you see at the bottom, that's the energy that our president, Mr. Cornell Prince, was discussing when he said harnessing that energy. So if you see the direction of the lightning bolts, it's starting from the bottom and it's working its way up. You all are that energy that will encompass our entire Kappa League program. So whenever you look at that logo, always remember that.
And then the date.
Oh, the 27th. Yeah, 2017 was our first induction ceremony that we had. I'm sorry about that. That was Petersburg Alumni Chapter's first Kappa League induction ceremony to officially induct our first Kappa Leaguers into the Petersburg Kappa League program. And as you all just witnessed, Mr. Cameron Jarman was our first president of that program.
Charter member.
Yep. And it's ironic, it was 23 on that day. Our charter members, we had 23 charter members. All right. So if we have no further questions, any other comments? I want to thank everybody for taking time out your day today. Kappa Leaguers, congratulations again. I look forward to spending some very serious time with each and every one of you. You all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday for the Common Black College application. That's for our high school juniors and seniors. Everybody have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day, everyone. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You, congrats again to the inductees.
Congratulations.
Brothers, I'm gonna ask that you stay on for a minute.
Hey, brother Scott.
What's going on, Ashton?
Chiller. All right, I'll see y'all later.
I'll see you on Wednesday.
I see how you slid up in there, Mr. Brother Schaefer. I was wondering how you got all my information, man.
I should know all that stuff about you, though.
All right.
Appreciate you getting us acclimated so quickly, Brother Johnson. Thank you for doing that. So
I got you.
I think we're on what week 7 here now. So we still got them. I'm in a room surrounded by boxes. We still have to unpack. So
Yo, what's going on, brothers?
All right, look, I had to make sure that was you, Aunt. I'm
Yeah.
some folks out.
Yeah, you say I changed the name, so I'm not dressed. And I was always trained as a younger brother. Don't come to a meeting unless you dress.
Hold on.